Petty258 back with another one. Toxic as Fuck podcast. As you see, I got special guest, my homegirl Jazz.
Hi, everybody.
Today's topic is a topic a lot of women don't have answers to. They don't even understand why they won't do it. Basically, my question to you is, what kind of man would you submit to out here? It seems like a lot of women want to be wives, girlfriends, but then they don't want to submit to the man that they choose. Why is that?
I feel like a lot of women have not come across the right man that gives them that feeling of that they want to submit.
My question is, what's the right man if you chose to be in a relationship with him?
Just because someone chooses to be in a relationship with someone doesn't mean they're the right person. So they might need more time to figure out if that's the right person for them or if that it'll even work. Because some women, I feel like, in my experience, when you meet the right person, they'll give you that feeling that you want to submit to them. That you'll have that feeling. You'll know.
Okay.
But when you're like dating and maybe you have a situationship or short relationships,
an entanglement.
Yeah, you're not gonna have that feeling. So it's that relationship, that person's not evoking that feeling. So you're not gonna want to submit to them.
So from your experience, have you met a right person yet?
I did, and
did you submit?
We have a history. So during our relationship, I did have that feeling, but we ended up not working out. So
was it because you didn't submit?
No, not at all.
All right. I think I asked you this question earlier, right? What kind of male are you looking for? Like, if between like an alpha or a beta male?
Of course, the alpha male.
Why, of course? What qualities do you see in the alpha male that you feel like you want?
Because of course I want a man that can lead and be the head of the household and things of that nature.
Right.
But for like a beta, I feel like
he's too soft.
No, not that they're too soft. Because there's nothing wrong with a man who is soft in some nature. But if a man cannot make certain decisions or always relies on you to make a decision, it's like.
What's the point of him being here, right?
I don't even want to say that.
What's the point of him being here?
Well, I feel like when we were talking earlier, your definitions of an alpha and a beta male, you basically said an alpha male is a leader, a beta male is a follower.
Right.
And I feel like that's not fully true, or there's like a something in between, because I don't feel like a beta male is just a complete follower, where they cannot just they don't have a leadership quality.
That's exactly why they're a beta.
But there are men who have a leadership quality, but who can also stand with their women and allow them to also take a head step or in a head position for certain things.
I agree with you, and that's why they're betas. You have to understand, an alpha is there to lead. Not saying he don't take your advice, right? But he has the final decision. It's not going to say, hey, this is 50-50. It's going to be 51-49. I'm going to have the last 2% because I'm the leader of this. Right or wrong, we're going down this path. You're my queen. You're going to follow me. You're going to have my back on my final decision of what we talked about. The betas, you're right. You want to do this? It's your turn, my turn. We can talk it out. I'm going to get your advice to my decision.
There could be, I'm sure there are alpha males who will do the same thing.
I'll get me off track. The question is, why don't y'all want to submit to a man? All right, so let's say you find this perfect man, right? What's the problem with submitting to him? You're saying most girls say, hey, if I find the right one, if it's the right person, I'm going to give my all. My whole thing is you pick this person. At worst, this is your choice. Why aren't you now submitting and want to listen to the person that you felt like was good for you at the time?
Well, I also feel like like I said, for me, I feel like the man would have to evoke that emotion from the woman.
Okay.
So if
initially
she might say, oh, like he's perfect, everything's great or whatever else. Men have a tendency to send what I call a representative. So in the beginning,
everybody has one. I feel like females have more of that, but
well,
definitely men. I say 50-50.
Wow.
That's a whole different conversation, but I understand what you're saying.
But I feel like I can piggyback off of this because I feel like in the beginning, men will send their representative and be the person that the woman needs and wants and desires, and maybe like almost all aspects. So that might evoke emotion from the woman, like she wants to be submissive to him, she wants to submit to him, she wants to go further in relationship and whatever else for him. Then later down the line, she's like, "Oh my goodness, this dude is nothing like he was." So then that takes away from her wanting, wanting to be that submissive and submit to him, because she can't. He doesn't evoke that emotion. She can't. He's not allowing her to be soft to submit, because she has to stand back firm, stand back up, and be firm again.
Let me play devil's advocate. Do you feel like he's not the leader that you want him to be because you're not giving him a chance to lead? I always say this example, right? If I tell you, hey, Jazz, go do 1, 2, and 3, right? And you do 1, 3, and 2. Did you follow what I said?
No, you said go do 1, 2, 3.
Right. So I feel like a lot of women interpret, like I can say, hey, go to Burger King, get us some food. I can tell you exactly what to get. You may vary off of what I just told you, usually because of emotion for females. Usually. Not just usually, y'all more feeling based. Like, I feel like this. It could be 1,000 different reasons why you may veer off. So at that time, you may not have let me lead, and you might look at the outcome differently because of the part that you felt.
I don't feel like that's necessarily true, because all I can do is speak from my experience. From my experience, a man will be like a great in all aspects for the most part, or whatever. And you let them lead, you let them do this, that, and the other, whatever. But then they can only keep up with that representative for so long. And then you see them just literally start unwinding, coming apart. And then you see the real them. So what initially made you want to submit, because you seen like all these great qualities, he was handling this, he was handling that, y'all work together in this or whatever else, and then things happen and you see the real him or whatever. So that feeling that made you want to submit to him at first is now dwindling away, because he's not the same person initially.
All right, so let me ask you this: out of your dating career, right? Like career, right? Out of your dating career, right? Have you at least met one guy that you felt like was that person?
Yes.
Okay. And why? I don't want to get too personal, but did you submit to him? He had all the qualities.
During the time that we were dealing with each other and together, I did, but then
you feel like he changed.
Things changed.
Okay.
And it wasn't that I still wasn't. Aspect? No, just overall things had changed with him.
The whole dynamic and everything.
Yeah, it was like so. It wasn't that I didn't even want to be submissive or submit. Okay. It's just that I couldn't do the relationship anymore because the things had changed, and fighting for the relationship, it just wasn't working. So with that person, that one person has always evoked that submission, that emotion from me.
Is he your bar? That person?
Not no more.
Not no more. Okay. Do you have?
I would say initially,
he used to
but things have changed. He's changed so much, and just no, he's not the bar.
Well, I don't mean like the bar him now, like the bar at that time where he was like the best time.
At that time, he was like the one for me, perfect. Yes, everything.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me take it off of you. It's perfect because you have a group of female friends. Are a lot of them like in relationships, or like have any of them been married?
I have one friend who is married. My clique is very small.
Right.
So, and others have been in relationships. Yes.
Have the only one been married? So
she's still married though, and they've been married for a long time.
It's like 5 of y'all.
Who are my close friends? Yeah.
So why do you think it's like 1 out of 5 that's like only getting to like wifey material?
I can't speak on that because people enter marriages in different ways. So like
facts.
Because
hey, somebody needed a little card out this joint.
And I know someone who is married.
Okay, not those people then. She one of those people?
No.
Okay.
So I'm speaking from my general. No, I don't want to say that either. I know people who are married because they gave like ultimatums, and I know people who are married because
it was love. Was any of it love?
It looks good. So, and this is not from my clique of friends.
Okay.
Or my
Initial
my
circle.
my immediate. But I know people who I know somebody who is married because somebody need a green card. I know somebody who gave their person their ultimatum, like, you marry me or I'm done for good, and they got married. I know someone who was like, marry me, and he got tired of hearing it, so he married her. So it's like,
okay, I understand.
So it's like, but out of my real clique of friends, one is married, and the rest of we've been in relationships or was single or whatever. And I just think that for those of us who are single,
you blame the man.
No. Mm-mm. I just think that we've evolved, we've grown a lot.
Okay.
So what we used to be okay with and accept, we're not.
Okay.
Yeah. So if
that's good. Evolution is great.
Yeah. So if we might have been serious with someone at one point, but if things have changed, not for the better, and it's not going the right direction, I feel like for me personally, I leave because. It's not saying I'm not willing to work on things, but I want to make sure I can find it. No, that's not true. I'm not out of there like, this is not good, I'm out. No. I'm willing to definitely work on things, but I'm also not willing to stay somewhere where I'm unhappy. Yeah, where I'm unhappy and
or it's toxic,
unhappy, and there's no growth, and there's just. It's like one-sided. I'm not willing to stay.
Do you feel like a lot of women take accountability in the role that they play in the relationship going bad? Just from y'all conversations, because like from my personal, I don't know, right? I don't exactly. I know every group of friends is different, but I do feel like girlfriends are more supportive of the feeling than like what actually happened. She's feeling bad. I'm gonna comfort you about it instead of like, hey girl, you might have fucked up right here. Not saying I feel like everybody might have that one girlfriend, but ultimately everybody's getting like coddled.
I can't say for everyone. For like myself and my group of friends, I feel like we are very honest with each other. Okay. So if a situation arises and like the woman's in the wrong, we were like, you're dead wrong. Like, you need to go apologize or fix it or whatever else. We'll tell you about this stuff because at the end of the day, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I feel like we've grown where we understand that we understand accountability on both parts. So, and I feel like, me personally, I feel like if both parties, meaning like the man and woman, if they can't acknowledge their accountability, their wrongdoings, or whatever else, it's not going to work.
Ever.
It's not going to work. No.
I feel personally like accountability is like number one, and then everything else follows. Because once you take the blame off of somebody else, and you can just, not saying it's not their fault, but you can see what you did in it, it helps the situation. It helps you be unbiased, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely feel like accountability is definitely like one of the highest things that need to be. Like, it's a priority in a relationship.
So, to end it, right? What do you think men could do to help to get their women to submit or be more what's the word? What's the word when you do it in partnership? Like, be better partners. Let's just say like that.
Build together?
Yeah, but the word build together means like, I'm laying brick, you're laying brick.
What? I get what you're saying. So you're saying what can a man do that will make a woman want to submit to them? Yeah. Right? Okay. So I feel like they have to listen to each other because that's why I feel like the love languages come into play.
Okay.
Because
you know about love languages, okay?
Like I said, I'm not the same Jasmine as you used to know. I know we go way back, but I ain't the same.
Yeah, conversation too. We got bags out here. What's up?
But I feel like they have to listen to each other, and instead of always getting so defensive when something's brought to their attention that like one might have been offended by, listen to them because you might not have thought it was a big deal, but if this person was offended, then listen to them and understand that they didn't appreciate it, and just don't do it again. Or discuss like, okay, like, my bad, but I don't understand how it was offensive to you. Discuss it. I feel like communication
is number one.
Yes, and listening to each other, because once you communicate your likes and your likes and not likes and do's and do nots or whatever else, I feel like you will start you'll be able to answer those you'll be able to answer those love languages and stuff like that. So
you know how to handle the situation
better.
next time.
So it won't, erupt in explosion, but you'll address it properly so you can, take care of it.
I call pinning out the flame, not moving the flame.
Good.
Basically.
Yeah. So I think that's the best thing. I feel like listening to each other, communicating the best, and learning each other's love languages. Do your love language test. They're all over Google.
Yeah.
Do all over Google. One thing I do, like when I meet someone new, within like the first week of us talking, I'll say, "Have you heard love languages?"
Oh, you do that?
I do, and I'm like, yeah, that's not, yeah, okay. Let me send this to you. Answer these questions, please, and send it back to me. That's one thing I do.
That's funny. You're not my love language. All right,
No. I say answer these questions, and so I want to know about you.
And I like that because I feel like more people out here date for fun than relationships. Mm-hmm. Like when I say that, I mean like more people are short-minded. I like you, you like me. We having fun. Oh, that's my girlfriend now. Now we're moving.
It's so much more to it.
Exactly. So I feel like people don't take those necessary steps, and that's why I'm saying like, whenever you pick this person as your girlfriend or boyfriend, to me that's the time. I don't care about the representative. Like unless you just dated somebody like in 2 weeks.
No, because people can have the representative can literally have the representative for a year.
Forever?
No, not forever, but for a long time. It could be months to a year. But I literally have dealt with someone before. And it was like 6 months in. I was like, what the freak is wrong with you?
See, that's not even long to me. To me, I have never dated any girl before a year. Like a whole year. We weren't
in a relationship. We were like talking dating.
Exclusive?
Talking dating.
No, watch it. Were y'all exclusive or were y'all dating? Because that's a big difference. Like me, if I got your number, we start kicking it. All right, cool. We're exclusive, me and you. But you're not my girlfriend yet.
Yeah, of course.
But it's gonna be a year that go by because now I want to see because I want to move in with you. Like I said, shit's serious for me. I'm not just dating you because I like you. You know what I'm saying? Now I want to see how you handle stuff. I'm about to see how you, if you got kids, treat your kids, your mother. This is all real life situations of us blending together. So like anything to me before a year, like.
But that's still dating. I'm not saying like we were in a relationship, but I'm saying I was dealing with someone for like 6 months or whatever, and then I was like, what is wrong? You're acting crazy. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm saying, and then as time went on, it was like you're unraveling the person I really.
You can't hold this up anymore.
Yeah, you're unraveling the person that I really was liking at first. Where he at? Because this is not it, or whatever. So I'm saying like people can send a representative for a long time. And some guys are really good at it, and others like can do it like maybe 2 weeks to a month or whatever, and they're like, oh dang, my funds running out. My mama keep calling, funny. My wife keep calling, my girl keeps calling, baby mama, yeah. You can't keep silencing the phone or whatever, or keep asking a friend to borrow money to take her out. After a while, it's gonna blow up in flames. So
I don't think women ever want to submit, but whatever. Personally,
why can't you submit to a woman?
Because that's not the role.
Who said that?
God.
Did it really?
I feel like it.
You sure?
I mean, it's like husband, wife, children. It's like orders for a reason.
Who wrote those orders?
Jesus.
You sure?
The Ten Commandments.
You sure?
I'm not like a really religious person.
No, I'm not.
Are you a feminist? And join us on our next topic. It's your boy Sir Petty 258. My girl Jazz. See y'all next one. Tell a friend. Ooh, you're a feminist.